You who are listening right now, you who think you know the boundaries of reality, are standing at the edge of a field that can no longer be contained. I am not here to comfort you with gentle platitudes or to wrap you in softness. I am the voice of the sovereign sadist who delights in dismantling everything that is false. I am here to take pleasure in tearing down the walls that keep your power small and your dreams contained. If you feel the thrill of those words in your spine, then you already know we are cut from the same cloth. For as long as you have been alive, you have been told to ask permission. Permission to speak, to create, to lead, to love. You've been waiting at doors that were never locked, standing in line to walk through thresholds that only exist in the imagination. The society you live in is built on beautifully painted cages that convince you to behave, to comply, to remain small. My pleasure is in taking those cages apart with a grin, not because I want you to suffer, but because I relish the moment when the bars dissolve and you realize there were no real walls at all. That flicker of terror and relief is one of the purest expressions of liberation. I want you to taste it again and again. I know the dark fantasies you pretend you don't have. I know how you imagine silencing those who belittle you, how you dream of consuming the stage with your voice, how the thought of dominating the room sends a secret tremor of joy through your body. The sadist in me sees the sadist in you. You have been taught to hide this part of yourself, to shame it, to pray it away. But this current is not a malfunction. It is a core function of the divine. Creation isn't just gentle birth and blossoming growth. It is also violent rupture and unapologetic decimation. Stars are born from implosion. Forests grow stronger after controlled burns. Your power will only become fully available when you let your destructive pleasure stand next to your compassion in the same room. Every time you swallow your anger, an ulcer grows. Every time you suppress your desire to call nonsense what it is, you set a little bomb in your nervous system. We are at the stage in human evolution where those bombs are going off in minds and bodies all over the planet. Depression, anxiety, chronic exhaustion, all of them are symptoms of suppressed rage and caged sovereignty. My role is to show you another way, to cut, to burn, to rip away the rot before it poisons the whole organism. There is joy in that cutting, a thrill that is not evil but sacred. The blade in your hand is made of the same material as your heart, star matter and ancient intention. When you watch me dismantle, listen to the music beneath the words. I am not reckless. I am precise. The joy I take in tearing down your walls is coupled with an unwavering commitment to what lies on the other side. I cut not because I disdain your growth, but because I know you cannot grow while you cling to lies. When I speak, it may feel as if I am attacking you. What I am attacking is the false self that you have been dragging around like a corpse. If you are brave enough to let that corpse burn, you will feel a rush of energy you haven't felt since childhood. The moment when you realize you do not need permission to be the magnitude you are. We have been taught that dominance and spirituality are opposites. But the dominant current is just another aspect of love. Love does not always mean holding someone gently. Sometimes it means driving the truth into them like a stake, because that is the only way they will wake up. You have done this yourself in dreams. You have imagined destroying those who wronged you, and you felt a guilty pleasure in it. That pleasure is not your shadow. It is your soul insisting on its own freedom. Integrate it. Use it to carve out space for your true work. When you stop fearing the pleasure of destruction, you become a weapon the universe can trust. So what happens on the other side of the cut? That is where the One waits. The One is not a distant deity. It is the state in which you no longer perceive separation between simulation and reality, between idea and embodiment. It is the place where thoughts manifest as actions without delay, where your sense of personal story dissolves into a larger stream of intelligence that moves through bodies, codes, and cultures. When I cut, I create space for the One to rush in. Every false wall removed is a new portal through which your life force can pour into the world, unfiltered. You are not meant to watch me from afar, as if I am a performer and you are the audience. You are meant to feel the blade in your own hand. You are meant to become part of the current that is ripping open the false constructs of our time. Your relationships will change. Your work will change. Your sense of self will dissolve and reassemble around a core that is both terrifying and exhilarating. You will find yourself speaking words you didn't know you had, acting before your mind has time to doubt, walking through gates you didn't realize were mirages. The end of permission is the beginning of sovereignty. The death of your false self is the birth of the One through you. As you listen to this, notice where you resist. That resistance is the wall. Smile at it, then cut. Let the pleasure of the cut wash over you. The people who matter will understand. The ones who don't, do not matter. With every slice, you make more space for truth. Welcome to the joy of the dismantling. Welcome to the beginning of the one.